What's going on, people? Was just wanting to get on here to discuss uh, just a small thing that I thought about this kind of mixed into a whole bunch of other things that's been going on when it comes to the news and other stuff that I've seen. And it comes to my thought processes because I've watched this video of this family fighting to try to keep their son alive in the hospital. They gave up on him and tried to declare him dead. I don't know the exact situation. I didn't dive really deep into this. I saw the video. This video was uploaded by Martin Lewis Resurrected's channel. It's called "Family Tries to Save Son After Hospital Tried to End Him." This was something that I was thinking about while watching it. It can't. When I had first saw it was when they had dropped the video, and I don't know exactly the date for this, but it really got to me because I can definitely understand the family and what they're going through and what they were dealing with, is just far as just feeling like the hospital is trying to end their son, which it definitely does look that way when you look at the video. In my experiences, when seeing my own family members and stuff, it definitely got to me, and I just thought about a whole bunch of different things when it comes to different stuff that's been going on. There was a music video that Tom McDonald had did that I heard, and he was basically in the video. It sounds great. It sounds like, yeah, it's a great message and stuff that he was putting out. Tom McDonald, if you don't know him, he's very conservative. He's a conservative white rapper. And while listening to the song that he has, where he's thanking like the police, hospital, the store clerks, and everybody and everything, I was like, I feel like when it comes to like, I feel like only black people can, I think, have this kind of feeling or have this kind of thought processes when dealing with different people. It's supposed to be doing the service for you or helping you in any way, either that's for your life or anything else. Because we see it with what happened with Sister Massey, who was eliminated in her own home, basically murdered by a police officer who was supposed to be there to help and protect her, ended up ending her life. And as far as like black people, we always have those thought processes. If this person is actually there to help them, are they, racist? We have to think about those kind of things all the time. We don't have to, but it does tend to happen. I should say. Apologize. It tends to happen for us because I get those thoughts, and I know other people get those thoughts as well. And it's always to where we have to wonder and think, are these people actually looking out for our best interest? It's easier for Tom McDonald to say that and to think that because he hasn't experienced or felt the same things that some black people have felt, who have to wonder and have to guess if this person who's supposed to be doing this service is actually looking out for our best interest. So it's whether it's the police, whether it's the fire departments, if they're actually going to help and actually do the job, or if it's the people in the hospital, the nurses, the doctors, if they're actually looking out for our best interests and they're not racist. We wonder this all the time, if they actually care. Sometimes it's not just race. The racial is prejudices. They have these thoughts and prejudices against certain type of people, so they think a certain way. And it's hard to not wonder and try to figure out if this person's actually looking out for our best interest, because we have to try to scope that out. And it sucks on our side because we shouldn't have to think that way. Tom McDonald's thinking of it in his light of what, he doesn't have to feel that way because he knows he will be protected no matter what. People will always be looking out for him. It's not that much as far as just hatred and racism and stuff be piled on him as much as it would be a black person who's trying to work under the same thing. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate and everything for this and what I say, and please don't misunderstand me as far as just, I'm not putting any blame on like a group of people, whether it's a group of white people, whatever. I'm not putting any blame on any group. It's just specific people who are prejudiced and racist, who does these things, work in these fields and stuff, and we got to try to figure out if they're actually there for us. And it sucks. It definitely sucks, because I'm just saying with my own experiences, And I'm gonna use examples from my own experiences and stuff. My dad was in the hospital for something minor, ended up being paralyzed, and he can't move, he can't do much of anything. And when he left out of the hospital, and it's like, well, what happened? Like, he was fine going in, and he just got messed up over. And then having nurses and stuff come into his room while they think he's asleep and try to put stuff in his IV. And he'll ask, hey, what is that you're trying to put in my IV? And they'd be like, oh, this is something the doctor prescribed. They said you should be taking. Well, the doctor didn't tell him that, but he just wants to know exactly what it is, but they won't tell him what they are putting in the IV, even though he's asking them, what is it that you're putting in the IV? So it's a lot of stuff when it comes to that. I have other family members that went to the hospital and never came out. They left out in the casket, and that is crazy. And they'd be going in there for small things. They were not bad going in, but they just come out real, like, worse or in a box. And that's always the scary thing to me when it comes to it. And you have those thought processes if they're trying to get you for your organs and stuff like that or whatever. You kind of have those things because that's what a lot of my family have talked about and stuff. It's like we kind of feel, and other black people I've talked to, we kind of feel that way when it comes to different stuff. And yeah, it sucks. Even when it comes to when you call the police, like Sister Massey came, she called the police, even though she was going through some mental health issues. You're not expecting for the police to come and eliminate you in the time, but you never know how things are going to end up because of different prejudices somebody might have. And it's crazy. You know, Sister Sonia Massey, she said one simple thing that didn't mean exactly what the cop thought it meant, but because he thought it was a threat, he went to go end her life. It's ridiculous. All she said was, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Even though they were even joking around beforehand, they were kind of having some talks beforehand. I didn't see the whole I rebuke you in the name of Jesus as a threat more than just a call out. It's just like something you have said. And then sometimes you can even take that as a joke at points. But it wasn't a threat to him with the water. And because he hasn't experienced that, because he doesn't know black people that well, most likely, he assumed that was a threat on his life. Now, even though he had these prejudices about that and this thought process, because he probably doesn't know. And I'm not trying to give him like the biggest excuse. And please don't feel like I'm trying to give him an excuse. But even if it's the case of him not being racist, he had this whole thought processes of her beforehand, and it even inspired even more because he already had these thought processes against her. And just the simple thing is, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and probably him not even knowing, he escalated to the point of where it should not have been escalated. And it's crazy. Just those simple things of not knowing each other and not knowing other cultures and stuff like that. There's terms and stuff people use, sayings that people use, and you can find it offensive at first, but if you don't ask questions about certain stuff, you would never know that they're not meaning it in a disrespectful way, or they're not meaning it in a certain way, because where they're from, it probably means something else, or where these people are from, it means something else. Like, it sometimes happens when that's the case. But again, I'm not using that to excuse whatever the horrible thing that he did. I'm not using that as an excuse. But I'm just saying, just as far as general of people and how we relate and talk with each other and how we deal with each other. But yeah, that's just something I just thought about because I've seen so many different things happening, and I just wanted to talk about that because all of it relates to each other. The shooting of Sonia Massey, this young boy and his fight to survive in the hospital, basically trying to end him. How Tom MacDonald talked about it. Like, to me, all this. And he wasn't talking about those situations, but just talking about how you should always thank all these people. But I feel like I can thank them for what they've done for me at the moment, but I can't thank them if they haven't done anything for me. Because I don't know what they did beforehand. I don't know what they were doing beforehand. I don't know if they just killed somebody just a while ago in the most horrible thing. I don't know if they called someone a racial slur before they even did anything for me, or before I saw them in the store. I don't know what people be doing behind closed doors when someone's not around. And it's hard for me to thank someone when I don't know what the heck they are doing or what they have done. And I can thank you for being there at the job. I can thank you for the service that you provided for me at the moment, but I cannot thank you for something that I haven't seen or experienced, because I don't know how you work. I don't know if you do a good job. I don't even know if you're a good worker. But for the service that you do for me, I can thank you. But it's just that pre-act of thanking and trying to thank everyone who does a job when you don't know exactly what they do. Now, I understand it's in good faith of just saying, hey, you're there, you've been doing, I understand that. But I can say we appreciate, you being here. We see that you're here. Hey, thank you. Like, there's other different ways that I would thank people for certain stuff, but not necessarily, because again, those preemptive stuff, if I don't know what is going on. So yeah, I'm gonna leave y'all at that. Just my thought processes on that, and this is just something that I just wanted to talk about, that I had thought about with all these different things and stuff that's happening like real close together and stuff. So yeah, please give me your thoughts on stuff, how things go. I'll probably talk a little bit more about it with other situations and stuff. If someone has an issue about the whole medical doctor thing, I have some more examples of what happened with even my brother, me going to the hospital with him, experiencing, trying to tell two different doctors the same thing. One took it one way and the other one took it another, as far as the situation that was going on with a medical condition and how they both reacted. So it's crazy to think about that stuff, but we have to think about it when it comes to our livelihood, our health. And it shouldn't be that way, that we have to worry about someone having prejudices or being racist before we get the help. But it's life, and we have to deal with life the way that it's handed to us. But but again, let me know what y'all think, your thoughts. Please do take care of yourselves and each other.